Currently, there are 12 major ports in India such as Cochin, JNPT, Kolkata and Mumbai. These major ports are regulated by the Major Port Trusts Act of 1963. The Major Ports Authorities Bill of 2016 was introduced in Lok Sabha in December 2016. This bill seeks to change the governance model of these major ports and provide them with greater autonomy to use their assets and determine tariff, greater flexibility in carrying out their contracts, and more independence to raise their own revenue. It also allows for more private sector participation and market-based tariff determination for any port services. It seeks to repeal the 1963 Act. Currently, major ports are administered by the central government under the 1963 Act. Each major port is governed by a board of port trust whose members are appointed by the central government. These port trusts broadly administer, control and manage the major ports based on the central government guidelines. It has been noted that such a model has often resulted in constraining the port trusts in making investment and expansion related decisions for their respective ports. With the growth and development of private ports, these major ports are facing severe competition and cannot implement the changes required to compete in these evolving market conditions. The bill proposes to create a board of major port authority for each of the major ports. These will succeed the existing port trusts. Members of these authorities will be appointed by the central government. Currently, the Board of Port Trusts can only execute works that have been specified in the 1963 law. The proposed Board of Port Authority can use its property, assets and fund as it deems fit for the development of the major port. These boards can also create master plans for any development or infrastructure creation within the port limits. Such master plans will be independent of any local or state government regulations. Under the 1963 Act, the Board of Port Trust can raise loans, enter into contracts or partnerships or joint ventures with the prior approval of the central government. The bill removes the requirement of such prior approvals and gives the Board of Port Authorities power to enter into contracts or raise loans as they deem fit. It also defines public-private partnership projects as projects taken up through a concession contract by the board on a revenue or royalty sharing basis. In 1997, the Tariff Authority for Major Ports or TAMP was created to regulate vessel and cargo related and service tariffs at these major ports. The bill proposes that the Board of Port Authority or committees appointed by the board will determine these rates. The bill also provides for the creation of an adjudicatory board. This board will perform certain functions that are currently being carried out by the TAMP, adjudicate on disputes between major ports and PPP concessionaires, and look into complaints received from port users regarding port services. For more information on the bill, please log on to our website www.prsindia.org.